Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing? Greetings and love and all the good stuff. Happy Friday. Hope you guys having a having an amazing day and preparing for the weekend. Miranda, we're just thinking about you. Miranda, your phone ain't working or something? Jamisha, what? What's going on? My birthday was okay. My birthday was relaxing. My birthday was relaxing. Hey, Chesney. My birthday was relaxing. I didn't do anything. My wife wanted to do things. I'm like, no, I just want to relax. I want to take a nap. Empress, what's going on? Hey, Gloria. Yeah, man. Hey, Terrellyn, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I wanted to just relax for my birthday, and I did. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't want to go to dinner. Oh, you've been sleeping a lot, huh, Miranda? Might be with the child. You might be with the child. Yeah, man. I didn't do anything. I don't really care to do much for my birthdays. I think it's just a regular day. I'm just grateful to be born 45 years ago, yesterday, So that's what I wanted to do. I want to act like I was being born again. Good, good, good. That's exactly what I thinking, babe. Yeah, man. Baby on the way. I don't have much time because I gotta go pick up my little two people from school, from band practice. They got band practices. Okay, you did what you want. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Not sure how that's possible. I had to get late first. Thank you. It's 3 o'clock in. Thank you. It is definitely 3 o'clock in over here. It's 5 o'clock in over here soon. Listen, man. You know what I was thinking? So, you all know when it comes to when it comes to buying like things like cars, it's one of my things. I like cars. I like cars a lot. I like buying cars. I like driving different cars, different new cars, right? Um, Grateful, indeed, 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 indeed. Thank you so much, Deborah. Thank you, thank you. And so I like buying new cars. So I bought another car last week, but I got rid of my Corvette. And this morning I was leaving my hey Jeanette, how you doing? This morning I was driving out of my back. I was getting in my car, the car that I just bought. It's just a regular daily car. I'm a daily driver. And as I was getting out of the car, or as I was getting in the car, the way how I opened the door was a little different, right? Thank you, Shelly. The way how I opened the door was a little different. The way how I got in was a little different. It wasn't how I got in my Corvette, right? I didn't, I don't drive it like how I drive my Corvette. And the way how I feel in it is not how I feel in the Corvette. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. I'm live. Give me a second. And so I realize people put value on things differently. And don't know how to take care of a car. It's just that the way how they value their car is different. They don't value their car the same as the other car that they wanted. They value them differently. And it made me think about people. It made me think about people. Hey, Morocco. Long time no see. It made me think about people. People don't value people like how do we value the next person. People value people differently according to how they feel about that person. And so we are in relationships and we are dating and we realize that we are not being valued. And then we assume that the person that is devaluing you don't know how to treat a woman or a man, but it's not that. It's just that the person don't recognize your value. The person didn't get with you because they saw your value. See, maybe the person that they wanted, they didn't have them. And so when they got with you, it was just to kill time until the person that they want comes along. And that's how you will know, because a person will treat you according to how they value you. You see, when you value a car, and I ain't trying to compare it with a car, but I realize when you value a car, you keep it clean, you keep it serviced, you keep it maintenance, and you don't complain about it. You don't complain about it. Yeah, Marsha. Hey, Marsha. Right? You don't complain about it. You will likely, listen, I had some neighbors just recently. Even if it was raining, they was outside cleaning their cars. Even if it was snowing, they was outside washing their cars. And I never understood why. They was outside washing their cars, vacuuming their cars, spraying it down, no matter what temperature. Every day they washed their cars. Never complained. Never seemed like they was annoyed. They loved doing it. They enjoyed doing it. They really enjoyed taking care of their car. And then when they drove their cars, it was different. When they used their cars, it was different. When they used their cars, yeah. Miranda, unfortunately, yeah. It was different. And so I'm thinking about relationships and dating. And I know we complain about the person that we are with treat us like this and do us like that. But oftentimes it's because they don't value you like how do we value the next person. And sometimes a man, let's be honest, a man will leave you who he has been with for 5 years, 10 years, and be with the next woman and value her differently. Ain't that crazy? All this time you thought he didn't know how to value. All this time, listen, this is gonna hurt some feelings. I think I'm gonna hurt some feelings. All this time you thought that he didn't know how to value a woman. All this time you thought, you there thinking that he didn't know how to value you, but it's just that he didn't value you at all. That's why he treated you that way. All this time you thought he was not intentional with his behavior, his words, his actions, to find out it was very intentional. It's just the way they valued you. They didn't value you in that way. We all know. Yeah, man. We all know. See, my daughter is 7 years old. My daughter knows when she gets the toys that she wants, she knows how to treat them. Have you ever seen a kid with a toy? She knows how to treat them and take care of them. She knows where to put them in her bed. She knows how to carry them around and how to sit them down on the chair when she's watching TV. She knows how to cuddle with her little toys. She knows. The ones that she doesn't like, naturally, those ones stay somewhere. They get shoved behind somewhere. They get dropped from the balcony. They get kicked. Seriously. I mean, think about it. How to become valued by someone. You don't have to. So the question is, are you going to talk about how to be valued by someone? No, you don't have to know how to be valued by someone. Because if you got to try to be valued by someone, you're doing too much. If you got to try, exactly, Empress. If you got to try to be valued by someone, you're doing too much. You're going to get hurt. If you are trying to be valued by someone, you're going to do, because some people sometimes, it's just not you. Sometimes it's just not you. But Kirk, some men don't know how to treat a lady. Some men will know how to treat a woman when that's the woman that they want. They're not slow. Again, let me tell you this, men are not slow. Instinct is real. Instinct is real. Instinct is a real thing. When you like something, instinctively, you will treat it a different way. Hey, Foxy Sam, instincts is real. When you like something, you will treat it a different way. Yes, you might, not being able to communicate as well, or you might be slacking in certain ways. But overall, when you like something, natural instinct takes over. When you hate something, natural instinct takes over. When you love something, natural instinct takes over. So we can't say some men don't know how to treat. If I like you, right? I don't have to know this, but if I like you, I'll listen to you. If I like you, I want to spend time. If I like you, I want to spend some time with you. I want to be around you. What's up, old souls? For real. I want to be around you. I want to hear your voice. I want to call, hey. It's a natural thing. It ain't got to be taught. This don't have to be taught. Hey, Melissa, it doesn't have to be taught. If I like you, I want to hear your voice. What you doing? How are you doing? How are you feeling? That's a natural thing. Ain't nobody gonna like you, and I don't care. I don't care. The problem is that they don't like you. That's the thing. They just don't like you. And when they don't like you, they don't listen to you. They don't want to be around you. Hey, Anna. They don't want to hear your voice. They don't want to know how you feel. They don't want to be, they don't want to take you out. They don't want to go on dates with you. They don't want to contact you first. They don't respect you. It's because they don't like you. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. But if you want to know how to put yourself to be valued, is it a person value you or not? When a man walks up to a car, he sees this car and he sees that car. He looks at them to see which one he values more. And the one he values more is one he gets. If he cannot afford this one, he treats the other one like he is resentful. Because, well, I can't get the one I want, so shit. And Nina's oftentimes, when you look at the other one, you're like, my husband continues to allow his brother to disrespect me and prioritize them over us. He won't change. And if he won't change and you don't like it, you got to do what you got to do. I think we are in an era now that we are realizing that it ain't worth it. I think we have entered an era where we realize it's not worth it. It's not. I won't be in those relationships where my wife allows her parents and whoever to disrespect me and I'm just like I'm a grown ass man. I got 2 legs. This is an era where we are prioritizing our own boundaries. Do you want notice that yet? Do you want to see that? This is an era where people are prioritizing their own peace. Do you all realize that yet? This is an evolution happening right now. I mean, look at us. This is an evolution. If you, this is an era where if you don't know how to treat me yet, because you don't want to treat me that way, because we have common sense. Thank you, Chesney. I mean, like, for real. If I'm around my wife and my wife is letting people disrespect me, her people, and she just there sitting back, oh, I'm leaving all y'all. Why am I sitting around there for? Why am I there for? Self-respect. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts. Why am I there for? Do I have self-respect? Do I have self-respect? Oh no, if I have self-respect, I ain't staying. Are you crazy? You snooze, you lose. Man, I ain't playing. Listen, and so if you're gonna stay around and hope that he changes mind and hope, sometimes, like I said, people just don't value you like you think they should. Hey, Philanda, people just don't value us. And that's okay. But sometimes they grow tired of you and in the relationship. That's true too. That is true too. Sometimes, right, we have to understand certain things, man. Especially as men. One thing I learned about men being a man for quite some time now. Indeed. One thing I learned about men are very intentional. We are not slow. We're very intentional. We think about what we're doing. Why do some men not value nice women who will do things for them? It's not about nice women. If you're not what he wants, it's not what he wants. Just the same reason why women don't value nice men who do all the things for them, but with some raggedy ass men who don't value them. Same thing. It's because a lot of us, we like the trouble. We like wahala. We like drama. We like to feel like we can get what we want. Our ego needs to be fed. And so we mess with people who don't like us, who treat us badly, so we can feel like we have a challenge, so that it won't be boring. At least it's not boring, I get to fight like I have a life. It's excitement. Why? So that's why men do the same thing. Men and women do the same thing. If you all don't realize that yet, something is off. We want wahala, V. Men and women want this. We do the same thing. Women, you know how many times you meet a nice, loving guy? Nice, kind, quiet guy. And you know what you always say? He's too nice. Have you? Be honest. How many of you ever say, I'm a coach? I have heard women tell me before, he's too nice. I have heard it before. A matter of fact, I was told before, I can't date you because you are too nice. A matter of fact, I heard women say before, you are too nice, and if I get with you, I will run over you. Tell me you all didn't hear that. Thank you, Sheridan. Thank you. All types of relationship. Hey, Brittany, how we doing? Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. It's because the people who see it as a weakness is people who have no self-control. You see, people confuse calm and kind as a weakness. And so if a man is too kind or too soft, not knowing that that man been through hell, that's why he is kind and soft, because he has been through shit. And so when a man becomes like that, you think he is weak because you want a man who can tell you what to do. Sit down. You want an aggression man that you call alpha male. You want, that's what you call an alpha male. You want the alpha male. He ignores your feelings. He ignores this. He ignores that. But he's big. He is strong. He is 6'5". He has a deep voice, and that's what you want because you feel safe for some reason. You feel safe, and again, it is nothing wrong with it if that's what you want. But I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you right now, it's real. Some of you can't handle a nice, kind, loving guy because he might be too boring. I'm most intelligent, and you have boundaries. I can tell. V, I am well-rounded. The truth is stranger than fiction. I'm telling you, man. But I'm telling you, I don't see how some men turn their behavior into abuse. Why do narcissists keep all their ex-girlfriend in rotation? I don't know. I don't think about narcissists. I'm not a narcissist. And if you were with a narcissist and he keep doing that and you stay with him, the question should be, why do you keep the narcissist around? Right? I don't know why they do what they do. I don't know what narcissists keep their ex-girlfriend around. I don't think that's a narcissist. I think that's a man. I think that's just people in general. There's a lot of women who keep their exes around. Listen, you all have to stop trying to separate. You all have to stop trying to choose a gender and put all the things on that gender. Both gender do the same crap, you know. Seriously. It's not the nice part that they have issues. It's the people pleaser part that good gets to me and you can't. Yeah. Hey, Hot Quarter, how you doing? You all gotta stop picking and choosing which gender qualities. Both genders do the same crap. You are, and can I be honest with you guys? And I said this before. If you follow me, you will know my story. You never know how grimy and ridiculous women are until you become a side man, a side dude. I was a side dude to many women. And you never know how grimy women are until, you see, you as a woman won't understand it because that's probably not who you are. And you don't have friends who do it. And you probably don't do it. And maybe your friends do it, but they don't speak about it. Maybe you be grown because this old generation is grown. We don't speak. We don't come on here, right? We don't come on here and just post our stuff, right? Like these young people be doing on social media. They post all their experiences. We, older people like us, I'm telling you, Clyde, we don't. But I'm telling you, you will never know how terrible women are. Sassy, how you doing? You will never know how, I ain't seen you in a while. You will never know sometimes how terrible women are until you was a man like me. I've seen women in their worst. I've seen women in their grimiest, most ridiculous, most toxic, most ratchet, most hoish ways. But do I have that thought about that's what women are? No. Just people can be people. So it's not a man thing. Yeah, man. Hey, send a request. It's not a man thing. It's just a gender thing. We both raggedy. How come we don't understand this? How come we only say it's men? Women are just, when I tell you, and I made a video just the other day. And I said, when a woman is not cheating, she just have a phone around. She just put the phone anywhere. I said, listen, my wife don't cheat. This is what I said. I said, when a woman don't cheat, when she comes home from work, she's somewhere, her phone is somewhere else. She don't want to check her phone. And I had a woman in the comments saying, that's not true. Go ahead and think that if you want to. Women telling me that. Go ahead and think that if you want to. You can set up the, trust me, we know what to do. And I know this. I know because you pride yourself in being better than the men. Women pride themselves on being better cheaters. What's going on, brother? How we doing, man? But I even see you up here. What's up, man? Hey, Belucha.
Are they quiet? Blissful, optimistic, beautiful souls in the world. I love all you. I just come to point out this to all you, right? Back to when he turned and say, all you with the narcissistic person, I don't deal with it either. Right? All you with it, let me tell all you this. A lot of us are narcissistic without even knowing, without even having a clue.
All of
And
us.
a lot of times, our creator does give us the correct person, does put the correct person in your path, just for that alone, to show you how narcissistic you is. And you want to blame somebody else. The majority of times, the creator does put an individual in your path just to do that one job and go all your way. Thing is, you know what? A lot of us in the world decide that we love foolishness. Hence the reason why we indulge ourselves in it so long and want to blame others. Stop it. Right? I love all you. I'm gone. Kirk.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you a question, man. Let me ask you a question. Do you think men value every woman that they meet in their life the same, or they value women based on what they want and what they don't want?
A lot of men value women based on what they offered. We do.
Explain. Go deeper.
All right. I'm 50 years, right? I was never a man to run from woman to woman to woman. I was never in that, right? Even though I have 4 different children, mothers, right? Good. That is as I get older, I start to do them things. In my teenage days, I was a teenager. Now listen to this. And which part I pick it from is from my daughter mother, which is the woman I was with before this one I am with for the past 17 years. So this is 17 years ago. Listen to it, good people. Listen good. She taught me. I was so narcissistic in my way of always wanting things done my way. She showed me that. It's only when we broke up, I caught up on it. You know why? Because this relationship I in for the past 17 years, I learned to sit back and listen a bit more instead of wanting to talk too quick. Guys, wait till I learn. Everyone comes into our lives to make us better. It's up to you and me to take the goodness in what the person is offering.
Indeed.
A lot of times, we just want to dwell on the bad. No, stop dwell on the bad. It have good things in every single individual we come across in our lives. It have. Because we are not perfect as well. We are not perfect.
Indeed. That's real, man. But you know, we only learn to see the bad part, and when we leave, we only take the bad part with us. We don't take the good parts. We never take the good parts. Never.
Never.
Like, so
Never.
you all those people that you chose, they had no good in them. Jesus Christ. God. Jeez. That means you on a roll, ain't you?
Oh, good. Watch me. My brother, I learn in my life. You see, crying, people, it helps a lot. You see, when you cry honestly, when you sit back and you really check yourself and you see the shit you yourself bring forth into your own world, and you really cry honestly to yourself and you say you're sorry to yourself, it helps. It opens a lot of doors. For what? For peace. Because that's what everybody is searching for. Peace. All of us. We search for peace every day of our lives. We search for it.
Indeed, man. Indeed. Indeed.
Good,
Indeed.
brother. I'm going to be visiting your hometown tomorrow, please the Lord.
Uh-oh.
And
Uh-oh.
good, brother, I'll take out, I'll jump up in your live and show you, and show off a little bit.
Show me, man. Show me. Show me. Show me.
Right?
Yeah, man.
So, my brother, I love you.
Hey, I love you too, man.
Keep always doing the good work.
Hey.
Always.
That's what we gotta do, man. We gotta continue.
Always remember, people, each one help one.
Yeah.
Right? I love all you.
Be easy, man. Appreciate you coming up.
Always.
You know, someone said unhealed people do that. When we say unhealed, unhealed in what? What is what's an unhealed person? Because each of us have something in us that we don't get it quite, we don't have it quite fixed yet. We ain't got it quite together yet. Each of us have a part in us that we don't quite have it. We don't quite have the understanding of how to bring it into, into abundance. Whether is health, whether it's finances, whether it's happiness, joy, peace, right? But unhealed, I mean, hey Gina, maybe more than one thing. Miranda asks, Miranda asked something. She said, wait, Miranda, what did you ask? Wait, Miranda, you said something earlier that do you think it's possible that sometimes there isn't any good parts? No, I don't think that. I think they are good parts. They are good lessons. They are good understandings. They are good. They are something that is what you need to know. And it's not that I don't believe in good or bad. And I know people don't understand what I just said, right? I don't believe in good or bad, right? I don't do good and bad. I don't talk about good and bad. But I understand in the duality of life, sometimes the bad is there to teach us the good stuff. Sometimes the bad is there to show us the right way. Sometimes the bad is there to put us on the other side. And so even though we may think that person don't have any good in them, the goodness was the teaching that we should get from them or from the situation. Because everybody teaches. Everybody that we attract in our life, it cannot be for just not for no reason. You see what I'm saying? Everybody, everything that we have, the car that we drive, our finances, everything shows us something. It shows us where we stand. See what I'm saying? It shows us where we stand. There is not a light there, and others help to shine that light. It triggers the unhealed. I didn't know you were talking about them. Gina, what's good, girl? A person who does not take accountability for their behaviors. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people because a lot of us, don't take accountability for what we do. But this is what I wanted to bring, though. We have to understand that I needed stronger boundaries to not get taken advantage of. I get that. And we don't, let me say this. We don't need to be stronger. We need to be more aware. We don't need to be stronger. I don't consider myself having strong boundaries. I just realize, if you don't respect what I say, somebody who loves you. You see, like when God said, if you love me, keep my commandments. It's simple. And that's human being says, if you want to be in my space, respect my boundaries. It's the same thing. If you love me, keep my commandments. That's one of the, that's a very beautiful way to put, if you respect me, I'm only asking you to do what I said. And what I said is not based on ego. It's based on love, understanding. It's based on me being, my presence being here. That's what it's based on. And so if you love me, keep my commandments. Do everything I have commanded thee. Oftentimes, you with someone, that person is telling you certain things and you don't want to do it because your ego is too big. A lot of people that we have in our lives are there for our ego development. A lot of people that we have that we call relationships are in our lives for our ego. And when they're in your life for your ego, you will always be in your feelings. Because the ego will set every emotion on fire. The more ego that you lead with, it will have more of your emotions on fire. And when these emotion comes out, they will be powerful. It will be strong jealousy. Gina, it will be strong jealousy, strong attachment, strong anger, strong resentment, strong because the ego is full of work. Some people are good for your ego. And until you realize that they let your ego go stronger. Some people in your life will let your ego get stronger and stronger and stronger because you keep reacting, they keep pissing you off, they keep this, they keep that. Your ego, they are in your life for your ego. And you know how you know also? Look at how they look. The more attractive they are, is the more they can stimulate your ego. Hey, beauty, the more attractive they are, they can stimulate your ego because you don't want to lose it. What if he goes somewhere else? What if she goes? And it's not just males. I'm talking about males and females here. I'm talking about both genders. I'm not bashing no gender. I'm talking about us as humans. A lot of us, the person that we have is for our ego because that's why he got to make certain much money. He got to have a certain height, a height requirement. He got to have to, they have to have a certain education. They have to have this. They have to have that. It's your ego. Because you think that's who I am, so that's what I desire. That's based on our ego. As you can see, relationship don't work based on ego. It don't go far. It can't last long because your ego will get on your own nerve. Your ego will end you. Your ego will be the end of you. You can't, when you are with somebody based on your ego, based on a height requirement, an ass size requirement, chest size requirement, and an education requirement, it will whoop your butt. Because now your ego is conditional. It's conditional. When people think the other person can't do better than them is an ego. Man, listen, a lot of us have ego relationships. It's just egos, not love. Because if it's a love relationship, you accept them as they are. When they grow, you grow to accept them. It's not that we both growing together. It's when they grow and change, you change to accept them. You change to accept that, what they carry. You change to accept their new desires. You change to accept. We're not going to grow the same pace. We're not going to grow at the same time. We're not going to grow. We're not going to grow together. You see, we think in a relationship, we're going to grow together. No, we don't. We're not growing together. I understand that you have a growth spur sometimes and I don't. You have a growth spur sometimes, you grow sometimes. I ain't grown yet. If they value you, then they will treat you like it. They will. They really would. They really would. If they value you, they'll let you grow in peace. Not go, they will let you grow in peace without feeling offended. You see, when somebody is offended because you are changing and you are all you can't, I am so happy that and this is gonna be taken the wrong way, I know it. But I am so happy that my wife's love language is not quality time. Even though sometimes it is. Because God knows I gotta be with myself. God knows I gotta grow. God knows I gotta read. God knows I gotta be on here doing my thing. I'm so blessed that my wife's quality time is not, her love language is not quality time because I can't always be around you. Some of you are gonna think that it's not a bad thing. They won't sabotage your growth either, Miranda. Your facts. I'm so happy that I can be free to be who I am called to be, and not by some God that you think, but by myself. I could be whatever I want to be without feeling pressured and feeling, oh, she's gonna be jealous. I'm gonna think about her. No, I can let me be. Hey, Melita, let me be. Hey, Carly, I am so happy that she can put herself on. And you know what, though? To be honest, when it's time for her to grow, I put myself on the back. When my wife went to school, I said, baby, listen, I don't really want to do this, but I'll stay in the the stay-at-home dad role. I'll quit. I'll retire. You can do your thing. I'll be in the background. I'll be in the background taking care of the kids when they come home from school. I'll be cooking dinner when you come home. I'll take that place because you gotta grow now. Because we're not gonna grow at the same time. I want y'all to understand. You see, some of you leaving your partners because you feel like your raggedy ass grown and they haven't. Listen, do you know when you were growing they was accepting you? You know how hard it is to grow, to accept someone's changes, and they have to grow to accept your change. But you cannot grow to accept that they haven't grown in your same direction. See, this is relationships. We're talking relationships. We say we're not on the same pages anymore. Sometimes you're on the same page, but your ego is too big. Humble yourself. Sit your ass down. Sit your little butt down. Sit, don't flatter yourself. Remember yesterday, our words were, don't flatter yourself. But now we can't have relationship because everybody, if we're not growing at the same pace, we're not supposed to. Do you have kids? If you have kids, you realize kids don't grow the same space. I mean, at the same pace. True or false? If you have a boy and a girl child, you know they don't grow at the same space. I mean, the same pace. You all know this. That's the reason people quitting. And that's because somebody told them that stuff. If we have kids, even if we have two girls or two boys or a boy, especially a boy and a girl, you see the pace where they grow at. It's different. Everybody don't grow at the same, but they grow at different things at different times. Some grow in education, some grow in spirituality, some grow in being mature, some grow in, we always growing. But I'm telling you, man, we have to accept the fact that some people don't value us, and that's why they treat us like how they treat us. They don't value you. And you can't make somebody value you. Sometimes you can't make them value you. They have to see it for themselves. A matter of fact, you might be surprised, well, you're not surprised, but when a man sees you, he already places a value on you, and so he tells himself what he wants from you. That's all he wants from you. And no matter what you do, no matter what you give him, no matter how much you do, you can't move from that. You can't move from that. That's where he placed you. Some of us are placed in certain places in people's lives. And it's up to you to know which role that you are in their life. If you don't like the role that you're playing and you keep playing it, that means you love it. Because you played really good. Sometimes you play the role so good you don't even know. You just don't. I was in the military for 20 plus years. I never liked it. Hey Trish, never liked it. But damn it, I did a good job. I did an amazing job. I didn't like it. Some of you are doing great jobs for the other person, but you don't like the position that you are playing, and you still stay. You're still playing. I don't like games, but you're playing it well. Thank you, hippie. I don't like games, but you're playing it well because you're playing your role very good. We have to learn when we are not valued. We got to know when we're not valued. When a person don't value you, number one, the communication will not work. To motivate them, that will work on us, but not them. When a person don't value you, your feelings go unheard. They don't want to know how you feel. How you feel is irrelevant. Was in the role of helping for many years. I'm telling you. When a person don't value you, your feelings goes unnoticed. Know when to walk away, right? Know when to run. You gotta go. How does the song go? When somebody doesn't value you, and a person can be with you. Listen, let me tell you something. One thing I've learned about, especially when I know men. One thing I know about men is this. A man like me has been around for a long time when it comes to women. I loved women. I loved women. I've always loved and enjoyed the presence of women. I loved women. Oh my God. I loved them so much that I just couldn't be, not that they bring me misery, but I wanted too many at the same time, and you can only have one at a time because if you have two, it's just stress. You got three and it's just depression. You got four and you just don't like yourself. You got five and you just about to, you can't move, you can't sleep, you're just mad. It's too much. It's too many. Hey, Shonda. Come to your money while you're sitting on it. Oh, that's how it goes? And so, hey, Miranda, come up, man. Because I want you to ask some questions. And so I loved women. I've always loved women.
Hello.
Hi. And one thing that I've learned is that I know exactly what to do. I know where to take you. I know what women like. I know what women enjoy. I know, and so unconsciously I did those things, and they thought I liked them. I didn't like them like that, but I knew what to do. Even if I closed my eyes, whether I was present or not, I knew exactly what to do because I've done it so often. It's like brushing your teeth. If you brush your teeth every single day, you don't have to think about it. You just do it. It's just unconscious. And so sometimes you cannot trust actions. You know, people say action speaks louder than words. Sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't.
Sometimes those actions can be faked just as much as the words can.
Damn it. Can it though? I mean, for real. It can be just as meaningless as the words because it's done without the heart. It's done without the heart because they do it so often, it doesn't mean anything at all. And so you have to know when you are valued and when you are not. And when you say that you're not valued, if you try harder by doing more things. Because Miranda, what do women do when they are trying to be valued or when they are trying to be loved more? What's some of the things that you all do?
We start trying harder. We start giving more of what they're obviously showing that we don't want. And I think what we end up doing is we end up doing things that we basically think that would work on us, like things that we would want done to us or for us. We start doing for them instead of thinking about what it is that they want or they need, or hell, just stopping altogether and just saying, fine, you don't want this, then I'll stop. We try harder. You can't give somebody more of what they already don't want.
And when you try, what happens? What does it fix?
It doesn't fix anything. If anything, it makes it worse.
How so?
All that it does is it just teaches them that it's like, oh, I can keep treating them like crap, and they're going to keep doing it. They're going to try harder. So it's like they actually end up using it as a tool. It's like, oh, the meaner I am, the harder they're going to try.
I agree. Because if we don't like you, we don't like you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. What's going on?
Hi, good afternoon, morning, evening, everyone. Hi, Kirk. How are you?
Good in yourself?
Very good. Hi, Miranda.
Hey, how you doing?
Yes, my Vinci brother, Kirk.
Oh, you Vinci?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, go on, gal.
There. Relaxing.
Good.
Yeah, I just wanted to join the conversation as well. I've been listening to you for quite some time now, and
Okay.
always very, very insightful.
Thank you.
So I'm just glad to be a part of it and get me thinking. You'll say things, and then I just, I process it, and then it resonates on a level where I can understand. And yeah, it makes so much sense. So thank you.
It's weird stuff. I mean, sometimes it's weird stuff. Like Miranda said, sometimes when you try to do so much, it makes you more bitter. Like when you, like for instance, like Miranda and Femi, you could answer this. When you got to do more just to make somebody see your value, how do you feel while you are doing it? What's up, Rasta? How you doing? Like, how do you feel when you're doing it?
Resentful.
Resentful.
Yeah, I say it gets to resentment, but I think at first you start chipping away. You lose a little bit of yourself each time. I think if you're not aware, like you've mentioned, awareness, you don't notice that you're losing a bit of yourself because you are then almost performing. So that action of where we're doing too much is us really performing. We're not authentic. We're not in our own element. We're projecting ourselves to fit someone else's idea.
I think what ends up happening is that we end up essentially we want to start trying harder because we want it to not have to change our identity. We don't want to have to see ourselves differently. So we take it as if they're not responding to it, then something's wrong with us. And if it doesn't change after a while, then we start to become resentful because we're having to change how we see ourselves and our own self-worth in the process.
Wait,
See ourselves.
can you guys mute your stuff? So thank you, Rasta. Can you guys mute your stuff? And then yes, okay, Miranda, go ahead. There's a bunch of background noise.
I was saying that it changes the way that we see ourselves. That we're, like she was saying, performing. We perform and we try harder because we don't want to have to see ourselves differently. If they start treating us a certain way, and it makes us see ourselves differently, and so we don't want to have to change how we see ourselves. We want to be able to feel good about ourselves. And if we start to be treated differently, especially by the man that we're with, then we start to see ourselves differently, like we're not good enough, and we don't want to have to change that or feel that way. So we start trying to do things and perform more because we don't want to have to accept certain things. Not saying that it doesn't mean that we aren't good enough, because we still are. We're just not maybe good enough in that person's eyes. And for some reason, we latch onto that and we take it personal instead of seeing it for what it is, that they're just not the one for us. And so I think that that's when the resentment starts to build, is because it's like now we blame them that you're making me see myself differently and I don't like it. And so I see you as the problem.
Oh, yes, I was trying to mute for a while there, but yes, totally agree.
But you know
So
what
it makes
though?
me wonder if we're changing anything for them, or are we changing things for ourselves? We're hoping they'll change, not so much for us, but so we don't have to see ourselves differently. So it's not even for them at that point. That's kind of where the narcissism comes in a little bit. We don't want to have to see ourselves differently.
Indeed. Hey, Marsha. What you got, Marsha?
Hey everyone.
Hi.
Hi. I think when the relationship starts out, you don't really know at first, but as the relationship continues to get that attention, you start to lose yourself. And sometimes you can also become quite manipulative and start to play games to get the attention and to get the value from the other person. And then you start to live in like not your true self, because most of your actions are manipulative to get love, to get attention, to get value. So either one is just as manipulative.
You know something? I'm starting to realize that the roles are changing because woman was once a man's property, according to the law of the land, and now you are leaving being a property and being individual, and it's really hard now because now that you know that you are not anyone's property, now you see how you are treated, and you are still treated like property, and now it's effing with you. It's screwing with you so bad because you know it. Why am I not respected? Why am I not honored? Why am I not loved? Why am I not being treated equally and fair from the person who I said I do to? And so now you realize you're no longer a property. So now it's messing with you even more. So now it's time to, is either I'm by myself or I am in an equal partnership. And I think that's what women are seeing now, because you don't have to go through these things. Because I think as a woman, you thought that you had to go through those things. And since you thought that you had to go through it, men keep doing it. We just keep being assholes. We just keep not listening to you. We just kept disrespecting you. We just kept doing the same things and blame it on, I'm a man. You know, shit, I'm just a man. That's how men are. And so you took it and you took it and you took it and you took it and you took it. And now you come to a place in your life that you ain't taking it no more. You ain't taking it no more.
Yes. A lot of women, I don't know if to call it a revolution, but something is happening, definitely. And there's pros and cons because, of course, relationships are going through, not sure what the word is, but everyone wants peace. Like the brother that came up is saying, everyone wants peace. Now we're choosing peace. We're choosing to protect our peace. We're choosing to see our value, as whereas sometimes older generation didn't. And you've said before, people are so quick to walk away now. And yes, in truth, I could see where they just, this isn't for me, I'm out, and quick in doing that. But then also, when they're slow to do that, sometimes I feel the longer they stay is the more they go through stuff. And then they think that things being toxic is okay, or I should have to fight for his approval, or, we need to go back and forth. This is what love is.
Indeed. Indeed. You know, go ahead, Miranda. Go ahead.
I was going to say that I think it's because we feel that we have to be chosen. We've been taught for generations that being chosen by a man is what gives us our value and what gives us our worth. And if we can't get a man to be faithful to us, to be honest to us, then we're seen a certain way by society, whether it's realized or not. It's kind of like a what do they call it? Like the court of public opinion, essentially. That we're taken more seriously if we're married, especially if we have a man that's honest and faithful to us, compared to if we're single or if we have a man that is unfaithful to us. And I think that we're trying to break that dynamic and break that belief set that has been going on for so long.
Absolutely.
You know, girl, you all talk. You all go ahead and talk. I'm listening, y'all. Y'all all quiet.
We definitely resonated here on this one. And it's just, again, Miranda hit the nail on the head there. It's that need of wanting to be chosen. Because if you look at all the princess movies or anything that we grew up obviously watching, is that the princes were chosen. They were waiting around in that castle. They were picked. It was already predestined a lot of time for them to be chosen. So now we're here and reality has shifted. It is reality now. It's not princess, right? So all of us are just shell-shocked, let's say, that, okay, this person isn't choosing us. But one of the things you said, even with your wife and her love language, and I wrote that, is that there's alignment there. Because, of course, you have who you are and what you value for yourself, and you guys match that in the way you aligned.
You know, here is something that's very confusing. Here is what's confusing. This is something that I had to learn as I grow, and this is not going to make sense at first. I didn't know what my wife's value was, right? I had no idea because I wasn't taught anything about a woman's value. We're not taught the opposite gender's value. We just not. We taught what to expect from them, but we're not taught how to value them and keep them around. We're not taught that. And it's later on in my life, as I became older, as I became to study energy and understanding of energy, is when I learned. Not that I gave her value, but I value her according to what I think I was. And so I begin to put all the value in her so I can be. I begin to put all the value in her from my own self, from my mind, from my expectation. I hate the value. And so if I know this is the value, then I must be valuable too. Damn it, let me increase my value to match that. Does that make sense? Let me give you because I don't know what your value is. I have no idea. I mean, let's be honest. We say know your value. Do you really know your value? I mean, do we really know our value? Especially when we have raggedy parents, right? We had raggedy relationships. We had people who hated on us, people who abused us, people who disrespected. Do we really know what our value is? I didn't know mine. I didn't know hers. And so what I had to do, I learned if I put all my stuff on her, me, not saying I changed her value, but I had to put the value on her, not for her to be valuable, but for me to recognize it. So if I give it to her, I recognize it. So I had to keep doing it and doing it and doing it for me. Then when I had to keep doing it, the more I did it, is the more I recognize it. And I begin to see it. Look at this. And so since I had to do that, the exchange of value, then now I know what's my value. I know my value because now I wanted to see great. If I see great, I experience greatness, then I must be great too. So let me keep my greatness as I keep seeing her greatness. But I don't know if that makes sense to many people. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
I think it does. Clarify. the way that I experienced things with my husband was me believing that I was making a difference in somebody else's life, that I was able to make their life better, to add to it, to make it, more fulfilling for them than what their life was without me. Is actually where I got my pleasure from, and what made me feel good about myself. Does that make sense?
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry. My daughter was texting me.
Me believing that I'm adding to my husband's life, that I'm making his life better, like his life's better with me than without me, that he's happier, that I'm able to help him fulfill things and help him rid himself of some insecurities that he had. Like his father used to make fun of him over his hair being long. Like, you've seen Tim's hair. His hair's as long as mine is. And one day his dad said something about his hair, and I jumped on his dad's shit so quick that it's like his dad never said anything about his hair again after that. And so it was an insecurity that he was able to get over, that I helped him with. And doing those things for him made me feel good about myself.
Yeah. I think I grew up in the Caribbean, and I was taught that, doing things for a man, like cooking and cleaning and sharing his dinner out and being a good good woman and listening to him. That's what I was taught. That's what I saw growing up. And when I started to do that in relationships, I realized that it wasn't working. So I started to believe I was doing something wrong. I needed to do more and do more and do more. But the more that I did was the less value I got. And the more love I give, the more I listened, nothing made a difference. And that left me feeling very confused as to what is it that I'm supposed to be doing. I'm doing everything, I'm giving everything, but nothing comes back in return.
Can I ask a question there? Marsha, good evening, everyone. So, I'm also in the Caribbean, Trinidad, right? And based on what you just said, Cook, right? So you say you had to learn. You didn't know what your wife value was. I could see myself there. I did not know also what my value was.
Yeah.
And I had to learn. So the thing about it is, as I learn what my value is, now is, okay, I'm leveling up. Remember, my husband not there. Leveling up with me. He had to learn what his value is. Marsha, my question to you is, if you had known your value, you think that you would have done the exact same thing that you did in the relationship?
Absolutely not.
We don't know, so we have to learn.
Yeah, we have to.
As you said, when you learn your value, right, you have to stick with it, and sometimes the other person may not understand it. But you gotta trust God and move if it's a marriage. I mean, if you're single, hey, get yourself up and walk, right? I can't make those statements. I am not single, so I can't make those statements. But I learned to value myself. I've been married 13 years now. My husband, things that I want my husband to do or how I want my husband to see me, it does not work like that. Like, you hit some nails on the head today, Cook. And I have to see that. I have to understand that. It does not stop me from valuing me. When we started the conversation, I said people need to show up for themselves. Yo, we need to show up. Women, men, we need to show up for ourselves. You're not disrespecting anybody. I'm not telling anybody to disrespect your partner. But you got to show up for yourself. You got to take responsibility for you. Until the person say, okay, this is different about her. Because sometimes they don't even know your partner, don't know your value. They don't even know their value.
Yeah.
So we got to work on this thing, We got to work on this thing. We got to be open. We got to be open minds, open hearts. Yeah.
Miranda just asked a good question. She said, what I think we need to ask is listen, I have to go soon. I got to pick up my 2 kids. Every time we have this kind of conversation, I always got to end it. I am so sorry, y'all. This will be some good conversation.
Yeah, we're all parents. Yeah.
Hey, this stay-at-home dad stuff sucks. How do we find our value? Oh, I don't know what I just did.
Good
How?
question.
Huh?
Can I say something on that briefly too, Kurt?
Go
Just
ahead.
to back up the ladies as well. Um, speaking of value and us not even knowing our value, because a lot of us was raised, like you said, in a lot of environments that didn't reflect or show us or validated who we were, right? So as we got older, and I'm now early 40s, what I realized is that I learned a lot of who I am and what I value through other people. I've gone through periods of being in a hermit mode or isolation where I was like, okay, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to date. I don't want to have to do all that. And as much as that process was for me and it helped me to pour into my own cup, I didn't elevate a lot of the times unless I found someone or met someone where in me. A lot of things are just hidden and we're all on this journey. And you said a lot of times we project what it is that we, oh, this person isn't for us, or, this isn't right. So I definitely said on this journey, most of what we learn is obviously by interacting and connecting with other people. And there's no good, bad people. They're just all experiences.
Yeah, so true. That is so true. That is so true. And I think if everyone on the chat is honest, yeah, we learn from other people. I never had a good representation from my parents. My mom was never married. So I am going into a marriage that now my husband's parents is married. And my girlfriend told me one time, I said, well, I thought, he's a good man because his parents going to church. She really laughed me. She said, you mean his parents going to church? He not going to church. And I had to deal with that after I done get married.
Let
So
me
at the end of the day, it's looking at other people.
let me
Seeing where it brought them, where it took them to,
let me
and
ask
try it and see if it works for me.
let me ask this brother right here, Francis. Let me ask this brother a question. Francis, let me ask you a question, right? How, as a man, do you find your value? Now, give me both sides. Don't give me only the spiritual side. Give me the side of us before we became spiritual, because I know that you're a spiritual man. Give me the side before you became that man, and give me the side now.
Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Oh, okay. How you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm
Thanks,
good,
Thanks
man.
for inviting me.
Good.
Yeah, for some reason, when it gets interesting, that's when you're about to leave. I don't know why. I don't know why it's always like that, but I just want to appreciate what you're doing. So, for me, before I was born and raised in a Christian home, and I am Nigerian. And one thing with we Nigerians, what they were saying in the what the other ladies were saying, I can resonate with it because I'm from a typical African home, and it's almost like there's this generational mindset that is sold to us on how to see relationship in marriage. So I would say for me, before I actually came to know Christ, my ideology of who a man is being able to protect and provide. There was nothing about emotional intelligence, no self-awareness. As a matter of fact, I had a low self-esteem because being the oldest in a typical Nigerian home, you really don't have a choice to decide your destiny. Your parents literally would decide your destiny for you. They tell you this is what they want you to do. So you find out Nigerians coming here to the United States having 3-4 degrees because for the first degree they had was probably for dad. The second one was for mom.
Okay.
And then now they're finding out to actually say, okay, this is what I'm passionate about. So for me as a man, your value is actually, first of all, the suits don't make the man makes the suit. You have to you have to build your self-worth in such a way that a woman don't make me complete. me knowing what I've been called to do in this life makes me complete. That's what brings about completion. If, as a man, if you don't come to that point, you will keep jumping from one relationship to another, looking for who completes you, not who complements you. So,
Oh, wait. Say that again, man. Say that again. Bring that again.
oh my goodness.
Jeez.
So
It's deep.
oh my God. So as a man, you have to find out what you've been called to do, because what you've been called to do is what completes you, not what. Okay, what you've been called to do completes you. Your woman complements you. So it means that this whole concept of we get with someone and we're trying to change them. People change for themselves and for a belief system. And most times what I see us doing is we fall in love with the idea of what we think people would be, not who they are. So we find it difficult to accept who they are. And it's almost like falling in love with potential. And I heard the women earlier when they were talking, because I was driving. I literally just came back. And I heard them, they were talking about the values and the values of a woman. And it's just like you're a princess in a castle and you're just waiting to be picked. And I totally understand that because it makes a whole lot of sense. But speaking from a man's perspective, the only way they taught us how to be men is to provide and to protect. So I remember recently my dad and we had a conversation, and I had posted a video here. He saw it and it stinged him a little bit. So he called me. And it was more like when your dad call you and say, oh, I need to talk to you about something. It's like they're calling you. It's like they're calling you up for, like you are in front of the judge or something like that. So he told me, he said, you mean I've been providing for you? You were in Ghana. You went to Ghana. You schooled in Ghana. All through your schooling in Nigeria, I provided. There was no time your mom didn't call me to say you guys needed this and I didn't give you. So you mean to say I'm not a good father? And I said, no, Daddy. What I meant is, emotionally speaking, we can't sit down and have an emotional conversation. So that emotional space, everything that I learned about being a man, not just a man of value, but a man that is spiritual, I learned it from other people. I learned it from books. I learned it from seminars. So as a man, these are things I have to do to add value to my life. If I don't know my worth, someone will tell me what my worth is, and I'll have to settle with that worth. But I have to find out my worth before I find a woman. The Bible said he that finds a wife finds a good thing. But if the person doing the finding have not found themselves, then how do they know who they're finding is a good thing?
Boy, hold on. You know,
I can't repeat that, man. I can't repeat that.
Hold on. You know what though? As you was talking, I'm here reflecting, because what you said is real, because we are taught provide and protect. Provide and protect. That's it.
That's true.
No emotional parts, no heart part, no heart space, no understanding part, nothing but understanding, nothing but intuitiveness. We're not taught that. And I think now, women are telling us, hey, we can provide for ourselves. Now, what else do you bring, right?
So what else do you bring to the table?
And it takes a while.
I'm making all this. Exactly.
It takes a while. It takes a while, because now we have to go back and try to break things up and put things back together. It's hard, you know. It's not easy.
It's not. It's not. And honestly, Kirk, it has to do with our flexibility. So I realize that the older we get, the more difficult it is for us to unlearn. That is the contentment right now, to unlearn these things, because we grew up. You have to understand, it took us about a decade to learn what we are learning right now. But like the character, who we are, what has made up our persona and our individuality. So we will have to unlearn these things, and that's what the challenge is, man. Unlearning. Yeah, bro.
Indeed. That's what it is, man. What do you all think, ladies? Ladies, the floor is yours.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.
This conversation real sweet. I wish I could shake Brother Francis hand here. Because here's the thing. So what I'm seeing is that he with open heart, open mind, own up to the full man potential. It is not just providing meals and whatever. Emotional support, OMG, you have to learn that some fathers, and this is what I said in the chat, a lot of men cannot have that conversation with their fathers. They cannot tell their fathers, Dad, yeah, you provided, but I can have an emotional conversation with you. They didn't teach them that, and you got to learn that. And I'm seeing that he understood it and he learned it, is why he is where he is now with his wife. I'm sure you have a beautiful marriage. Oh my gosh. And I pray that you teach other men. Oh my gosh, men need to hear this. You need to have your own sorry, I mean nothing. I still love you. Hey, this man needs to have his own sit down with men. Men need to understand it is not just providing the groceries and paying your rent. Hey, your wife, as somebody said in the chat, I supposed to be comfortable emotionally with you. Oh my gosh. Do you know how much that does to a woman when she emotionally protected by her husband, by her man? Oh my God.
And this was definitely a coming together of minds. So you just need to coming together of minds. So thank you, Kirk. Thank you, Francis. First time listening to you, brother. And you ladies, appreciate you guys all for just and allowing me to be up here and share and open as well. And yeah, I'm sure this was valuable to everyone that is in the room. And as I'm hearing it, I'm like, I wish more people can just be able to hear this, because there's so much value here.
Indeed.
What I put down in the chat is that for me as a woman, I want to be protected emotionally and provided a space to grow spiritually.
So wait, say that again?
I said I wanted to be protected emotionally and provided a space to grow spiritually.
Now, what does it look like to be, what does it look like to be protected emotionally?
If you know something's going to hurt me, either have a discussion with me before you make a decision that could affect me, or choose to not do it, just like I do for them. Like if I know something's going to hurt Tim, if I know he has an insecurity, I'm not going to feed onto that insecurity. But now if that also goes into where me not feeding into that insecurity, like me having a conversation with you, Kurt, like then I would have to have a talk with him and say, it's like, okay, well then I'm not going to give up the friendship with Kirk. He hasn't done anything. He lives so far away. How about you be in the room anytime I talk to him? There would be some sort of compromise there. But it's like I don't necessarily expect on giving up parts of myself that I wouldn't want to give up. Now, if I don't mind giving that thing up, then it's no big deal. It would be me choosing. But I think that's the part that women are fighting for. If you really look at it, we're fighting for our autonomy. We want to be able to make our own choices and still be loved and not fought over, whether we can do things that we want to do to make ourselves happy. We want to be contained, not owned.
Yeah, and I feel like, and saying this too, if you resonate with this, we don't only want to feel safe physically, because I know a lot of times women say, oh, we want to feel safe. That's also emotionally as well. And that's where we now get to and I know you have this relationship with your wife. She gets to expand into who she can be safe to be who she is. And that is an expansion of self.
Could I add this? One of the things with the emotional growth, when a woman goes to her man to have a conversation with him, I think one of the things that shuts growth down is when the man doesn't want to listen and he gets defensive about what she's coming to him with. Is it that he does not know? Is it that he just don't want to know or don't want to accept? Whatever it is, some men get really defensive, and that defensiveness shuts down a lot of women emotionally.
Yeah.
And that broadens out a lot. It shows a lot. It makes some women want to go into a hole and hide, cry, go in a cocoon, shut down. That defensiveness does so much. And not only the defensiveness from men, some women do shut men down too. Some women shut men down really, really, really terribly. So much so that that man can operate in his true essence as a man then. You know? So, yeah, that we have a lot to deal with, boy.
Indeed. Wait.
I just want to say that sometimes when a woman talks to the man and his first instinct is wanting to fix, but sometimes she just wants to be heard and she just wants to be held. She doesn't need you to fix the problem, but she just wants you to listen and provide that safe space for her to express herself however she expresses herself, and not saying like jumping to want to fix it, but just to listen and be there, be that shoulder she can lean on without having to feel like she's being too much.
We definitely need to have another one of this same people, same time. You know, hey, we definitely need this again because I have to go to pick up my bad kids. We need this again. We actually need this. I think the input, the conversation, the back and forth, not the back and forth, you know, the flow of this right here. I think this is needed, and especially the male part, because I think I want to add. If I could have Francis again and like another male, you know, I think that would be amazing because I think we need, because it's not about debating who's wrong and who's right. It's about bringing understanding,
No,
right?
it's not.
Right?
Yeah, for
So,
real.
because I don't like those
Awareness.
them panels that
No, it's making aware, and I think it's helping a lot of women to see
Yeah.
I'm not going through this alone.
yeah.
I'm sure a lot of women think when they go through what they go through, they think that it is them alone.
Mm-hmm.
And a forum like this helps them to see it's not them alone, it's worldwide, it's everybody. So let's get to a solution. Let's see what we can do to grow.
Indeed.
And amen.
Indeed. So with that said, let me go pick up these bad kids. These kids are they didn't want to keep calling me. Like, Lord, I'm coming. Jeez.
Ladies, my friends.
Y'all be blessed, all right? Thanks for coming out.